next level.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Parra, Editor-in-Chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. We are taking center stage today with some of our amazing contributing writers on the Own It Publishing platform, and we're here to give you some tips on how to create a healthier lifestyle. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my peeps on in. Come on in, Jeffrey. How's it going, Jeffrey? Oh, goodness. Hey, what's going on, Stephanie? Hi, Sabine.
Hello.
And hey, Coach Christiana. Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm so excited to have everybody in the room today to chat a little bit about just how do we create that healthy lifestyle, right? We all have a story behind us, and we're going to get into that in just a moment. So let's just go around the room and just give just a brief introduction of yourself. So Jeffrey, go ahead and start who you are. Just tell everybody who you are.
Sure. Thanks, Coach Tiffany. So I'm Jeff Berger. I live in Cape Coral. I'm the CEO and founder of Abundance and Optimum Wellness, where I believe we all should be living in abundance and optimum wellness physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And today, as a certified coach, I'm really taking a finance-first approach to achieving all-encompassing personal well-being by embracing new ways to true wealth in the modern world, where true wealth is not money. True wealth is the combination of physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and financial well-being. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome, Jeffrey. All right. Stephanie, please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Stephanie Malink. I am a full-service professional business writing and editing agency owner. My agency is Write by Steph. I live in Edwardsville, Illinois, which is 20 minutes from St. Louis, Missouri. But I can work with clients all over the world. I do blogs for health and wellness and different types of grocery stores and private markets that cater towards well-being. And then I also do environmental newsletters. I do pretty much anything that is going to have an effect on your life as a healthy person.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Welcome. All right, Miss Sabine, welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Sabine Vicioso. I'm a German living in the Dominican Republic. I'm the CEO and founder of Lunovi Real Estate and Ideation Group Construction and Developments. And I am very busy here in the DR, but I'm going to tell you also how to enjoy the Dominican island mañana mentality. And so you'll hear more.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. All right, Coach Christiana. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Christiana Chanel. I am the Conscious Life Stylist, where I work with my clients to transform their full self. We start with healing with the inside, and we bring that alignment to their presentation. And I live in Riverside, California, but I have helped clients all over the IE, and I can help more clients all over the world. If you have a Zoom or a FaceTime or any kind of video link, I've married my love of psychology and fashion design by working on aligning that inner presence with that outer essence. And so, I really enjoy working with my clients as they heal. And then they're like my little own personal Barbie dolls. We get to dress up and find their style essence and bring that full alignment to the world to present.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love that. Thank you so much, Coach Christiana. Welcome. So creating a healthier lifestyle, I mean, that can be tough, right? And sometimes it takes a pivotal moment in life. I know for myself, I was told I was going to die if I didn't make some changes in my health, because I was caught up in that rat race of just, working and then coming home, trying to be a mom, and, trying to maybe have a little bit to myself, sometimes, but it was just going. And to have a routine check say, hey, you know what, your blood pressure's through the roof, your blood sugar's through the roof, and me not even know it. That was that pivotal moment for me. And a lot of people don't even when they get that knock on the door like that, they don't even turn. So I want to go around the room and just talk about, in your opinion, what was that moment, kind of that pivotal moment for you when you decided to live a healthier lifestyle. So we'll start with you, Jeffrey.
So it was October of 2018, and my doctor wanted to put me on a 6th medication because I was having problems with the other 5. I was living, for 2 decades with type 2 diabetes. And with all those medications, it just continued to worsen my health. And that's when I said no. And I was open to exploring holistic options. And that was the turning point for me. And today I'm living a life of abundance and optimum wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. And my new doctor, because that previous doctor kicked me out of her office 3 months after I came off of the medications, because I wasn't filling her kitty with this from the pharmaceuticals, said, whatever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, because you're in the best life or the best health you've been in over 30 years. So that was a turning point for me. And it's just been an amazing journey since 2018 up to 2024.
Wow. Thank you, Jeffrey. It's so amazing when you say yes, right, to yourself, like, I'm going to go on this journey, and it doesn't matter how hard it is, I'm going to do what I need to do. And it is a tough journey, So Stephanie, please share with us.
I've always been healthy. I've actually been not a fitness fanatic my entire life. Partially because when I was in elementary school, I was body shamed by both my classmates and my family. So I was always like, I took out my first subscription to Prevention magazine in 4th grade, and I religiously did everything in it. I started working out with weights in like 4th grade and doing all the cutesy stuff. And as I grew older, I realized that, I may be fluffy, but I'm in good health. Now I am 48 years old. I am on 0 medications, still fluffy, but no medications. And a lot of what we do is because of what we put in our body. And that's why I wrote my one book, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Clean Living, to help you figure out how all those chemicals in our foods, in our cleaning products, and in our beauty products, how they affect our overall health, and ways that you can eat and do different things to get those chemicals out of your body and start living your best life without medications.
I love that. And Stephanie, I love that you hit the point of, you know what? You said, I'm a little fluffy, but I'm not on any medications. People have a misconception that you have to be this twig or you have to look this certain way. No, it's about the numbers. What do your numbers look like? If your numbers are great, if you feel good, if your mind is clear, you are great. And that's the message that I have to put out there. And I'm so glad you said that, because that really just, it hit home. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. Sabine.
Well, I am just like most of us women, juggling between being a mother, working, doing everything. So after some great years in the DR, I went back to Germany, took my family back for personal reasons, and got back into this industry, working 9 to 5, having twins that I needed to bring to the daycare and stuff. My husband, very helpful, but we were just so overworked with everything, and I ended up with a burnout. So we decided we have to go back to the Dominican Republic, which we did. And then, right when we came here, COVID hit. So at that time, I was diagnosed what is it? Rheumatism. Sorry, and type 2 diabetes. And during COVID, everything was closed. You were just hanging around and eating and just living unhealthy. And so I was living with constant pain and put so much weight on. So I decided, no, that's it. I have to change things so I get healthy again. And I did. So I got back to a routine, eating healthy. I mean, we have fresh fruit, fresh vegetables all year through. So I enjoy it. So I changed my diet. I got back into motion. I did long walks with my dog. Um, and I mean, I still have a stressful job, but now since I'm here in this on this great island with the ambience and everything, I just force myself to take at least one day a week a break. So that would be my Sundays. If ever possible, you would find me on the beach and just loading my battery and just reflect on myself, just listen to my podcasts or whatever, read a book, and that really helps me keep a balance between the stress that we have to face and my personal balance. So yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing, Sabine. And again, it's getting caught up in that hamster wheel. We have to learn to just be present and take a moment just to stop and breathe. Look around. I mean, people don't even look up in the sky anymore. They don't listen to the birds. They don't look at flowers. I mean, I like to ground. I do a lot of grounding, and that keeps you present, and you definitely need to do that. So I'm glad that you touched on just being able to come back to the island and just slow down and be able to just get right again. So thank you so much for
Yeah, and
sharing.
by the way, I'm medication free too, so it helps.
And look at that. See that the common thread here, y'all, is also everybody is shedding away from those medications, right? Jeffrey, you're out off of all medications, correct? Okay, so everybody, you don't have to. I mean, I don't get me caught up on the medication thing, but it's not about the medication. I mean, medications are okay for some if you need it, but they're not always necessary. You can do this naturally, and there's people right here that are sharing stories of how to do that. So, Coach Christiana, what about you? What was that pivotal moment when you decided to start creating that healthy lifestyle?
Well, I feel like it kind of has been my entire life. I grew up with an obese mother who died when I was 22 as a result of that obesity. It caused her to have a congestive heart failure, And, as I got my children, I have a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old. I wanted to be around for them. I wanted to make sure that I was able to be a part of their life in an impactful way. And so I had always had that going around in the back of my mind, but I really wasn't taught healthy eating habits. I wasn't taught to have a healthy relationship with food. And it wasn't until I was knocking, and when you're knocking, a lot of times you're doing it by yourself. And so I use that time to self-reflect. And what was the pivotal turning point for me when I actually started to really take better care of my health and lose weight was when I realized that I was using my weight gain to hide. And I didn't want to hide anymore. And I realized that who I thought I needed to be when I was at my goal weight wasn't who I needed to be right now. It was a process. It was an evolution. I just needed to every day be better than before. And it was like this, once I got my mindset together, it was like every day, I almost thought I was sick. It was like every day I was I was losing a pound. I lost 1 pound for 20 days straight. And I would be going into work like, am I okay, guys? Like, is this normal? But there was something in that revelation that allowed my body to just release and let go. And then I had gained some of that weight back, and I was struggling. And when I got the diagnosis, I was like point into pre-diabetes, and I was like, oh no. no, no, no. I'm at the doorway. I haven't stepped all the way in. I'm at the doorway where I can turn this around, and I'm going to. And since that, I have lost 40 pounds total. And I think I might have lost a little bit more, but I definitely know I hit the 40-pound mark. And I'm just excited to keep going, because it's not for me, it's for my kids, to be around. My mom never got to meet her grandchildren, and I want to meet my grandchildren, and I want to see my children graduate from college, and I want to break that generational curse of lack of education about what I'm eating, having a healthy relationship with food, and loving myself enough to put the right things in me to have a impactful and an influential life on my loved ones.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And when you go through this journey, it's kind of funny how when you start to lose weight like that, because I started releasing weight very quickly as well when I started giving my body exactly what it needed, and I started to move, because I would work behind a desk 10, 12 hours, every day and not move. So when you get to just start moving, I mean, movement is medicine, right? It really is. And we start to think that, oh my gosh, we're sick, or people will start to ask, oh, are you sick because you're dropping the weight? But it's just because some of it's water weight. I mean, we carry a lot of water as well. So, it's natural. And I love that you're teaching your children different. You're breaking that generational curse and teaching the children. That was one of the biggest things that I, thought of as well as I was, going through the journey, is my son, and my son and I, we started doing runs together, because that was really the way that I kept myself motivated. So getting the kids involved, getting family involved is so, so vital, when it comes to this as well. And just, again, just knowing that, hey, you are being that, that great, resource for them, and that advocate for them for their healthy lifestyle. So I commend you for that. All right. So what's a tip? What's one of your biggest tips that you can give someone trying to start this journey? What's a biggest tip that you can give? We'll start with you, Jeffrey.
So I'm going to go back to the previous interview that we did, and it's basically open your eyes to the true state of affairs. And, as Coach Chanel said about being educated, we're really being educated wrong. And the current Western medical world with, nutritionists and doctors look at medications to address the issues, which is only superficially covering it, not getting to the root cause. And I always have to say this, because people think, well, you're just totally against Western medicine. No, I'm not. I didn't have to be on those 5 meds. If I'm passing a kidney stone, give me that morphine, baby, because I don't want to feel that pain. But I didn't have to be on metformin for 25 years. So it's the idea of, getting to the root cause, keeping your minds open, look at what's going on. And there are other things outside of that, because we're being taught this is the way to go. You very seldom see holistic commercials on TV. You see drugs. You see one or two, I'll say under 5. I can think of 1 or 2 right now, but you don't see that on, mainstream media. And what I've done in the last, since 2018, the research that I've done, to the real research that's going out there, is that we have over 10,000 chemical preservatives in our foods. Yeah. And we wonder why we have so many diseases that we do, because a lot of these chemicals are different chemicals, they're modified chemicals, and they're addictive. And they're putting them into our foods, which is eating away at our microbiome, at our core body temple, and it's destroying it at a very slow pace. So they get you into that system. And it's okay. I've talked to nutritionists. Well, you can go to McDonald's, you can go to Burger King. Are you kidding me? So that's the thing, is really look at what are people eating and why are they getting sick, and then there is something to the other side. And let me just add one more thing too, though, Tiffany, because you talk about, it's difficult. My gosh, this all changed for me in my early 60s. I'm going to be 70 in 2 months. But the thing is that the first month to 2 months was pure hell for me.
Right.
But all I had in my forefront when I'm out there riding the bike, when I'm out there running, when I'm out there, walking, was the picture of my father in his casket. He's been gone 24 years. He died of type 2 diabetes, leg amputation, heart disease, and with 12 medications on a daily basis. And that's all I saw. And I'm like, I don't want that. So it allowed me to push through it. So that was a catalyst for me to getting where I am today.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Thank you. Good stuff. Stephanie.
I'm going to piggyback off of Jeffrey. I mean, if there's just one thing you can do, get the chemicals out of your life. That's the whole basis behind my book. The chemicals aren't just in our food. They're in our cleaning products, in our beauty products, things that are supposed to be healthy for us. Your soap doesn't need to have all these different antibiotics and antimicrobes and anti-this and anti-that. A few germs every now and then are not going to kill you. Right. I think all of us on this call are old enough to remember playing out in the dirt and different things and all of that. And we were grounding back then. And now it's like, oh, I can't go out barefoot and play. Oh, no, can't do any of that. And that's why people are getting sicker now, and they're not eating the natural milk products and the yogurts and different things. Or if they are, they're eating the ones and drinking the ones that have all the fake strawberry flavor. And just get the chemicals out, get the artificial colors out, the preservatives. That's the biggest thing. I know my farmer. My farmer is one of my good friends. I get my beef and pork from him. I've got people I get vegetables from. I've got someone I'm going to start sourcing chicken from.
That's the best. Fresh is best. Okay. Seriously. We definitely do got to get those chemicals out. I have to just piggyback on both of you on that because I am huge on that. I'm always reading those labels and things. And if you have more than just, a couple of things there and you've got a paragraph of things on your food, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Because it's messing you up. And then you're wondering why, you're not feeling good. So Sabine, what's your tip?
I am also a firm believer of fresh and organic food. And it's funny, I have someone that I follow on TikTok, and she's cooking like, American way. And she opens 5 cans of beans and mushrooms and stuff, canned food, and then puts a kilo of cheese on top of it and another can of chicken soup or whatever. And says that is so good and so great. And when I see that, it makes me want to puke because that is all so artificial. Why are you not using fresh beans, fresh mushrooms? I mean, sometimes maybe you still cannot really see if this vegetable that you buy, if that has been treated, when that was grown. You cannot really get all completely away from it. But the most, as you said, Stephanie, if you buy in your neighborhood from your farmer and even grow stuff in your garden. I mean, I don't have a huge garden, but I have some little things here and there, and the fruit that you can peel and everything is just so good. And once you eat that and you change to cooking these fresh fruits and vegetables and all that, you don't even like anything anymore. I cannot do anything like powdered or artificial. It's all super sweet and super artificial. I just can't do it. And you don't get any vitamins. And I mean, if you just, get the vitamins and everything out of your fresh stuff, you can't do any better. And by the way, during COVID, the lockdown, nothing was happening and just hanging around and, eating out of boredom and stuff. I put so much weight on, and I have lost during the last year, I have lost over 70 pounds. Not even trying hard to lose weight, just eating and drinking naturally. And I also do my my health shots, like the ginger shots and all these things, and it's all fresh. I mean, I prepare it fresh, I drink it right away, it doesn't go bad. So I think that is the best that you can do. Just, think about it, and once you get used to it, you don't even want to go back to
Mhm.
Burger King or anything that comes out of cans.
Yeah. It just tastes gross. Thanks
Horrible.
to me. All right, Coach Christiana.
So kind of piggybacking on what everybody else has said too, fresh food. And I think Sabine, did you grow up in Germany?
Yes.
I did too. And what I
Oh.
appreciated about it is that they had fresh food all
Mhm.
the time. That's the best thing my mom could have done for me, whether she knew it or not. But I grew up in Germany. I was actually born there, and I lived there until I was about 7. And it was fresh. Like I used to go to the bakery and ask for bread, and you had to eat it that day, because if you let it go the next day, it would be hard because there's no preservatives in it. It's
Right.
all fresh.
Mhm.
If I remember correctly, even the standards for the food that our food is eating, is a high standard. They eat quality food because we're going to eat them, right? So
Mhm.
so it transfers. Lately, what I've been doing is looking back at finding more holistic methods. Like I've been taking lion's mane mushrooms, mushroom powder. I've been looking into chlorophyll yes, chlorophyll. Sometimes I say chloroform, but but sometimes I've been looking into chlorophyll because it's a blood purifier, and just finding more holistic ways, because there are things on this earth that are specifically here to answer the problems that we have,
Yeah.
and so the advice though that I would give anybody starting out is really be kind to yourself, allow yourself to start over, and don't do everything at once, because there were so many times I started my weight loss journey and I was like, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going to cut out sugar. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And by the time Monday came and I got through the first workout, that's all I did. I didn't do anything else. So what I would suggest is to start with baby steps. Just maybe cut out, like say, I'm going to go to the gym at least once a week. And then
Mhm.
after a little bit of time, up it, double it, twice a week.
Yes.
Give yourself opportunity to change, because you didn't arrive where you were overnight. You're not going to change. There are some people, don't get me wrong, there are some people who can do that fantastically, and I admire them. But the majority of us need to do it step by step. And that would be my advice.
Absolutely. Like you took the words right out of my mouth when you said take baby steps, because that was exactly what I was going to say was give yourself grace and take baby steps. Even if it's you start out by when you go to the grocery store, instead of being that one, oh, I got to park so close to the door so I can run in, park all the way in the back of the parking lot. Get those additional steps in, or if you work in a building or live in a building that has a elevator and stairs, guess what? Take the stairs instead of, the elevator. It's those little types of things. And go to the gym. You cannot start at going to the gym 5 days a week, things like that. It is so hard to do. I mean, I've done that many, many, many times through my journey, and then find, we'll do 3 days a week at the gym, 2 days walking, things like you learn how to massage it and things, but just give yourself grace through this journey. It is a forever journey. It is not a, oh, I'm going to do this for a year, get to that goal weight that I want to get to that goal, everything, and then stop. No, you have to keep going. So this is a forever journey. And that's the tip from Coach Tiffany here. So let's go around the room. You guys all have some resources, anything that you can share with some of the audience that can maybe help them out as well. So Jeffrey, any resources that maybe you could share?
Sure. From the health perspective, I've got two. In fact, I was only going to do one, but I'm like, no, I can do both. So from my earlier days of the journey, I have a free ebook that is How to Eliminate Stress Without RXs, and it's really a book about my journey because I am a survivor. Excuse me, I am a survivor of childhood molestation, 2 attempted suicides, chemical dependency, but it's brought me through to where I am today. And I talk about that, but then I also talk about the pharmaceutical industry. I talk about the plant-based protocols, and I also reference some of the products that got me to where I am today, because it's all about the microbiome, the gut, brain, heart, access health, because this is the major system that really helps your body temple to thrive again. And it only takes small little increments to change, because as you start replenishing what your body is really craving for, the repair will happen much faster, because so many of us for decades we were eating that crap that's out there. So now it's a matter of changing it, like you say, one step at a time. That's number one from a health perspective. But number two is an ebook teaching people about this paradigm shift of where technology is going, blockchain technology, tokenization, bringing in real estate. And that's one industry, because the insurance is doing that. The medical system is doing that. All industries are moving that way. I reference the real estate to start people to think about, real world assets, because everything, whether it's a car, your home, your jewelry, your car, you can sell it. You'll be able to sell it on the blockchain technology like that, and not have to deal with all of those agents and stuff out there. So those are the two. I'll drop them in the comment, and just sign up for it and you'll get it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Awesome. Stephanie.
I also have a couple books that are excellent resources. The first I've been talking about throughout this episode, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Clean Living. It is short, it is sweet, and it will get you where you need to be without overwhelming you. It's not like a lot of health and fitness and well-being books that are like 100 big pages. Mine is just 45 6x9-inch pages, and it has a combination of recipes and homemade recipes for different things, like different waters to drink in the morning with lemon juice, cayenne pepper, all those good things. Ways to make your own cleaning products. I make my own toothpaste. For a while, I made my own deodorant, and now there's enough aluminum-free deodorants that have other benefits that I can actually buy deodorant at the stores again. And in cardboard most of the time. I found one that I can get a cardboard reduced. That's something a lot of people don't realize either. We have so much plastic in our bodies because everything we eat is wrapped in plastic anymore. Then my other book is The ABCs of Living Independently When You Are Older or Frail. That's something that people in their 40s need to start working with their parents on to help them age in place at home until they can pass away safely at home. And then they need to take that information and apply it to themselves. There's no reason anyone should be going into a nursing home if you can plan, because again, the nursing homes are feeding us junk. The food is junk. They're not going to worry about getting you up and getting your exercises. I've worked as a nursing home social worker for years, and someone would come in with a broken hip and they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm only going to be here for 6 weeks and then I'm going home. Well, they'd get left in bed whenever they weren't in therapy because it was too much work for the nursing staff. They'd get a bed sore and die. I mean, who wants to live that life? So I will, they're both available on Amazon. I will also drop those links in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. All right, Sabine.
Well, I have to say I don't really have any references, but thinking about the cooking and what Christine said, I mean, my mom or my grandmother, they cooked with fresh stuff that they had. And even after the war, it was only, this little things to get, but it was all fresh. So I might come up with a cookbook, like, using fresh stuff instead of Betty Crocker's mixtures or things like that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sabine. All right, Coach Christiana.
Well, I have been following this content creator on TikTok. Her name is Dr. Barbara O'Neill, and she does a lot of, like herbs, like natural herbs to help, and using oils. And because anybody I come across that is struggling with maybe cancer or lumps in the body, I'm like castor oil.
Mhm.
Like it just cayenne pepper. Like I think she said if you put like cayenne pepper on a cut, it helps it bring the skin back together better than even stitches. So I mean, I don't quote me though. Like, go follow her because she has a wealth of information about natural medicines, natural things to take that will help you on your journey so you can avoid medication or get off that medication. And just I have been really, really getting into plant medicine and natural remedies lately. And
Mhm.
I want to have my own farm, with my own herbs and vegetables and everything like that. Because this one guy was like, don't own chickens. He was like, he's like, not in a bad way. I'll tell you why. Because he said, if you start to own chickens, you're going to look at everything as a conspiracy. He's like, it's your fast track to the conspiracy theories, because he's like, the eggs look different, the eggs taste different. Then he's like, what else am I eating that looks different? And then you start to like look at naturally grown foods, and you're like, what is going on in the grocery stores? Because what I'm growing is not what I'm seeing in the grocery stores. So that kind of made me want to go own some chickens just so I could start the process of pulling myself out of buying from a grocery store, you know what I mean? And actually buying foods that are enriching and healthy for me and will service my body in the ways that it needs. So I definitely would at least start with Dr. Barbara O'Neill, because whatever medications you're on, she will help you get off of them.
Oh, that's amazing. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. So I will tell you, I have God rest his soul. I love Dr. Sebi, Sebi, Dr. Sebi, and I follow his son. Actually, has a place out here in California. I had no idea, just recently found out, and it's been a great resource. So definitely look up Dr. Sebi, look up all the different things that he has done. There's so many different things that are curable out there if we just do a little research and take time to just take it into our body. I mean, it's all natural. It's here. That's what God made everything here for. So we have everything at the tips of our fingers. And once you do the research, you don't have to go into these doctors anymore and get any of this other stuff. So start to focus on getting those heavy metals out, getting all these chemicals and things out of your body. Tap into the resources here on the screen. Each of these individuals can help you to, be able to just start that healthier lifestyle. Even if it's just to have accountability. Having that accountability partner is definitely key. And what better than people like us, right, y'all? So another great resource as well, again, it's Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine. Okay, we have everything and anything under the sun in the magazine that is going to help you to get physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially fit. So definitely tap in. If you have not subscribed, go to Phoenix Fitness Fanatics Mag 2021.com and you can subscribe there. If you want to be part of the team, if you are a healthy lifestyle promoter, professional out there, and you want to come and share your brilliance, definitely tap into the platform as well. Reach out to me you can just honestly Google me, Coach Tiffany Parra, or you can just email me, Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine at gmail.com. Everybody, let's just go around the room. How can everyone get in contact with you if they want to, work with you in some capacity? Jeffrey.
So I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and just look. Everything is under Jeffrey E. Berger. Just look for the bald-headed dude. And in the comments section, I'll also throw in the link to my digital marketing brochure. Everything about me will be in that as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Stephanie.
I am on Facebook and LinkedIn the most. Stephanie Malink is my personal page. Right by Steph is my business page. Like, follow, share. I also have another Facebook page for my healthy living stuff that I'm starting to get back into. It's called Get Healthy with Steph. Didn't post anything on it in a while, but then last week I started up a new health group, the 30 a week challenge, and I actually had someone else do it with me, and she had 39 vegetables and I had 40. So we went way over that 30 fresh fruit and vegetable and spice thing this week. Now I've got someone else that I'm going to encourage to do it this week. But yeah, Right by Steph and Get Healthy with Steph. My email is rightbysteph@gmail.com and my website is www.rightbysteph.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. All right, Sabine, how can they get in contact with you?
You find me mostly on Instagram and Facebook at Lunovi Real Estate Punta Cana. My webpage is lunovirealestate.com. All my contact information is also on my website. And trust me, I could not have over 200 listings on my webpage if I would not be in that state that I am right now. I'm healthy and I'm strong, and that is all owed to, the good things that I changed to.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sabine. All right, Coach Christiane.
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram at Transform with Christiana Chanel. Also, you can find me on my Facebook page. It's Christiana Chanel Coaching. And if you'd like to book a strategy session with me, you can go to my website, christianachanelcoaching.me, and let's book a strategy session and have a conversation.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach Christiana. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today to share some tips on how to create a healthier, happier lifestyle. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. Again, subscribe to Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine so you can see more of all of these individuals, see all of their articles, any events that they have going on. Maybe you'll get a chance to tap in and meet them in person at some of their amazing events as well. So check us out. We will see you next time. Take care. We love you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Take it to the next level.